All right, let's take it back from the top. All right, so this video is for our subscribers, specifically the ones that are helping us out while we are on this journey on the road out here in our car slash home. You got Grounded and Gus, and I said last time I was on here that I would share my opinion on stuff if y'all ask me about it. I could share my opinion on it. I'm not no expert on nothing, but I can just tell you what I have observed. So I think it was Dwayne that asked about shadow work. So this is my opinion, my approach. Um, I hope it helps. So um, my wife told y'all about threes. Be careful of the threes. The reason why um, that is because three is a number for establishment. If you have a chair, you take one of the chair legs off, and the chair still stand. You know what I mean? Same thing with a table. You can take one leg off, but it still stand. You need 3 points in order for something to be established as three dimensional, for it to stand. So be careful with that. People repeat stuff 3 times, but also understand that that principle is there for you to use for yourself as well. It is equally as powerful for you to use. So, starting with shadow work, the first thing I would tell y'all is to when you do things, to think of things in threes, and remember that if you apply that principle, you can get things to multiply and to become born. And we'll get into that number stuff a little bit later. But so when shadow work, first let's just define it because you're going to hear a lot of people on the internet and whatever else talking about this word. I fucking hate these catchwords, but shadow work, yeah, we're all doing it, right? Whatever, light workers and all other great muggly buggly. But anyway, um, what people are talking about is simply working on yourself. Okay, this is it's not complicated. We all need to do it. We all should be doing it. It's kind of sort of why you're on this earth. So when do you start? You can start immediately. But for me, is what I've observed. I've observed humans approach our shadows somewhere between 5 and 8. And when I say approach our shadow, I mean if you look at a toddler doesn't. They literally know no right from wrong. They're just existing. Somewhere around 5 or 6, you start to see the personality develop in a human. And around that same time, um, we don't like being left alone because we start to see things in the dark. We again pass through it like a normal phase of being human. Kids are scared of the dark at a certain age. We all know that and understand it. But what we don't realize is that that phase is an opportunity for us to approach the darkness because the darkness reveals itself to us. The shadow reveals itself to us. Um, and that which is inside of that darkness is you. The example I use for my own children, um, when my son was younger and he came in the room, daddy, I'm scared. I said, scared of what? Ain't nothing in the room but you. He said, no, there's something in there. I said, yeah, it's you in there. That darkness that you fearing, that's your darkness. So we all got it. And I can say through my experience, just my observation, that some of our darkness is greater than others, just like some of our light is greater than others. We all have our individual journey and fight. So because we have that individual fight, it's all about you. It ain't about nobody else. So again, in our younger years is when we first face this, and how you handle it is up to you. Next left onto South Summit Drive. But in my opinion, when your nephew or your she said take a left. Do you see a left? Bitch, a left into the fucking wall. It says in a half mile. Never mind. Bad.
In half a mile, turn left onto South Summit Drive.
Oh shit, this gonna be in the video. The damn GPS. So I'm sorry. What I was saying is that that time period is gonna come for all of us. You can handle it however you want, but my suggestion to you is when that time comes that you tell that younger person, that small human, to face the darkness, because that. All right, I hope the other one didn't come through too choppy. But so the second thing you want to do is review yourself after 72 hours. You're looking for that darkness. You're trying to see where it is so you can check it, address it. It's definitely there. I say for myself, I'm really fucking mean, so I have to really be nice. Like I try really, really hard, because I don't fucking like humans. So it's very easy for me to be mean. So that's just something that I work on constantly, consistently. I'm always working on that every single day. So if I look back at the last 72 hours, I'm gonna see places where I was unnecessarily a fucking dick. That's what you got to deal with. You got to look at what your shit is. And you might be a kleptomaniac. You might steal. You might be an adulterer. I don't know what your shit is. Whatever your shit is, look at it. 72 hours. Look at that time period. You're going to see that darkness. You'll be able to address it. That's real motherfucking work you can do. The last thing you can do is you're going to get, okay, the Japanese say that you have three faces, okay? This is a philosophy they have. There's a face that you show the world, the public. There's a face that you show your friends and your family. And then there's a third face that you show no one. That's your darkness, okay? What you want to do is you want to ask three people who you love and trust their opinion. What is the best quality about yourself and what's the worst quality about yourself? What you're looking for is to see, because now you learned about yourself, your true darkness. You're trying to see if it lines up properly. If someone tells me, Gus, you're really helpful, but you're really a jerk sometimes. That person, I know, okay, that lines up, because I know myself. Okay, you can't do this until you do the first parts first. 1, 2, 3. You have to do it that way. Once you do it in that order, you know that you have people around you can trust. They come over to you and they say, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've been cool with you for 15 years, bro, but I never leave shit around you. Okay, but you gotta do the first part first. You gotta do the self work, so that way you can even know who you can go to and ask these questions. What's my best quality? What's my worst quality? You're gonna ask three people. What you want to do is you want to see if your real self is lining up. That third face that you show no one, is it lining up? Because what you want to do is have that third face be the only face. That way you don't have to two-face. You can go see your friends and your family and say, yeah, this is me. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. This is me. You can go to the public and say, yeah, this is me. I don't give a fuck if you like it. This is me. And it never changes. So they consistently know you're who you are, because you are doing your shadow work. You're working on yourself. So what shines forth from you is only you. That's it. Good, bad, fuck is me. Okay? But that genuineness, people can trust. I know I can't leave my shit around you because you might be a thief, but I know that I will never leave anybody else with my kids but that person. Because they steal little shit, but they will murder a motherfucker about some kids. So you know what I mean? Be yourself. Damn, deal with yourself, and it'll make the community better. So that's your shadow work. That's it, y'all. Look at that. Way less than a fucking 3-hour video. Okay? She rude as shit. I'm so sorry. This is why I don't like humans.